Clarissa, just ghetto. Anywho. Hey fam, it's your girl IJF, and welcome to our Discourse, the place where we encourage the beauty of uncomfortable conversations. I hope all is going well for everybody. It is August in New York, and just a little bit about me, just a little bit about moi. I have been working, well, kind of, sort of. I've been working on my series, which is done. I can't wait to show you guys my new work. I've been saying it so long, but I know I'm actually going to be showing you guys proof of concept, for real, happening in real life. But I also did want to say, New York's been a lot. It's like, first it was the Knicks, then it was the Super Bowl, then all these parades were happening. So I just been in and out. And then they had I think the first Saturdays at the Brooklyn Museum. I've been around, just moving around. But anyway, enough about moi. Let's get into these topics, okay? I just want to say shout out to the people who were a part of the Montgomery, Alabama boat brawl. I don't know if y'all remember, it happened like 3 years ago, where some black man who was doing his job by like a boating dock. And of course, a group of unrowdy European descendants decided that they weren't going to follow rules or respect somebody who was in position of that job. And they decided to jump him. But lo and behold, they didn't know that the guy that they were jumping, his coworkers and other people, a part of that whole day would jump in and, they got it on and popping. And I was here for it. So shout out to all the people who were involved in that. And when I say shout out, I'm talking about the black people. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys got as many donations as needed, and hopefully it's still going on. Let me know if you're out there. Let me send you some lunch money. I ain't got much, but let me know. Congratulations. I said congratulations. Happy anniversary to them. All right. So let's talk about Clarissa Shields. I didn't know much about this woman before. I mean, I knew she was a boxer. I definitely knew her as a boxer. Nothing more, nothing less. I also knew her as an Olympian. This girl has done amazing things. But ever since she has gotten with Remy Ma's ex, I'm just going to talk and I'm going to let y'all know what I'm thinking, because my brain just... Anywho, so I know Clarissa as a boxer. Fast forward, she's now with Papoose, which is Remy Ma's ex. Well, ex, but I think they're still legally married, okay? Because it seems like, I hate to say it, this is just my opinion, and allegedly, but this is just my opinion too, on what I know as an outsider. It seems like Papoose might be doing what people might consider breadcrumbing. I don't know. I'm learning these terminologies myself. People say that I do this a lot. I don't really agree with it, but basically I feel like he's trying to lead Remy on. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Remy Ma been done with Papoose, but Papoose is trying to make it seem to his new girl that no, she's still all up on me. I got papers, but she don't want to sign it, when it's probably the other way around. Anywho, so Clarissa Shields went to this radio show, and there was a host on there who asked her this question, and this was her response to the question.
How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband? Because at the end of the day, that's what people are looking at.
Well, pause.
Okay.
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
Okay.
Papoose filed for divorce. Y'all hate to say that word, but it's the word that's out there. He filed for divorce because he's serious about me. So I'm not with somebody's husband.
Okay.
And if you're going to call him her husband, make sure you call her his wife. And also hold her accountable for what she's doing in her life. I'm with the man who filed for divorce, who's serious about me, who has done things for me that I've done for him. So that's not what it is.
I don't know. For me, I feel like she gets so defensive about something that shouldn't be that much of a bother to her. You know what I mean? If you claim that your man is not involved with his ex, he's not worried about her, y'all chilling, you're looking forward to being his girl, then why are you responding that way? Mind you, after this whole situation, she went back in a new video where she was cussing the woman out. She was saying that the woman was big, bringing up the woman's looks, saying how come she didn't say some of the things that she wanted to in front of her face, blah, blah, blah. And all I could think is, Ever since you've gotten with Papoose, all I do is hear about you in the news, popping girls in the face, going back and forth with women and bloggers. Is it worth it? Because girl, I know you like to fight and you a fighter. Don't come for me, boo, okay? Because I'm going to treat you like the white woman's. Police? Yes, my police report. Oh, she hit me so hard. I fell on my head. Just kidding. I don't want to be like her because it seems like she done fell on her head a few times. Ain't no way a man's going to make me do this type of embarrassment. If you are cool, you chill, you locked in with your man, who cares what the outside noise is? Outside noises. But for me, all I see is this young, talented, beautiful woman because I do find her very attractive. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think Remy Ma's a beautiful woman. I think Papoose, he has good taste. Like aesthetically, he does have good taste. But in my opinion, I think Remy Ma look, Remy Ma, if I had to give an award to somebody, it's going to Remy. Remy Ma is in her 40s. She still looks like she's in her 20s. She's the girl that first put me on to believe in that you could be chocolate and then some. Okay, I'm conceited. I got a reason. And also all my life, I used to think like, why is Remy Ma like not a model? Like when I found out she was from the Bronx and she raps, I'm like, she's really pretty. She shouldn't. Why is she from the Bronx? Not that pretty people don't come from the Bronx, but the Bronx is the Bronx. It's a real rough area. No shade. But yeah, I was just like, what a beautiful woman. But anyway, back to her situation with her ex-husband's girlfriend. Let's just call it what it is. Clarissa is Remy Ma's ex-husband's girlfriend. Okay, the grandmother baby. But no, I just feel like we now know you as like just a belligerent, non-disciplined, at least in this part of your life, woman who's just out here looking a damn fool. You pop one girl in the face over her calling you I think, was it a Jezebel? I don't know. Basically, you got in it with somebody in public, putting your hands on them. I hope that girl sues you and gets some money out of it because, Papoose, like... What he got going on, like, should we all be wondering what's in his pants? Because I know it's not the pockets, because now he's her manager. Like, what boxing knowledge do you have to be anyone's manager in this field? But anyway, and also, I feel like Clarissa's taking all the beating, sorry, no pun intended, the hits, oh Lord, no pun intended again. She's taking all the shots. Oh God, I can't keep doing this. No, I'm joking. I just feel like, girl, you just standing in the way to keep getting hit by a bus over this man. I hope y'all do get married and y'all do have kids. Whatever you want, I hope it happens, in due time because this is a lot to go through with one person. But that's just me, What do I know? What do I know? Next topic, because, also, take a look at this. My sis is retty. Like, she is fiending. Like, she's acting like this is her first boyfriend in her whole entire life. Like, it's kind of cute, but it's also kind of sad because you're a grown woman and, I don't know. I feel like you like him more than he likes you. I don't know. I hope none of my business. This is just allegedly. This is, as someone looking in. It just seems like, Okay, so let's talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, I'm one of those girlies. I do watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've been watching them since I've been 12, and you can't stop me. We're at the finale. The finale just happened last week, and then next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, because it is this coming week, we're going to see the reunion part 1. It's a 3-part reunion. Personally, I don't think this season gives 3 parts, but that's just one. So, as someone who just finished watching the whole season, all the episodes, and putting everything together all at once, this is my synopsis of the whole season. Kay, she's cute. What did I just say, Kay? I'm talking about Kelly. So yeah, Kelly. She's cute. I love that she didn't back down to Portia. I did love her reads. Her fashions, it was cute, but it was cute. Moving on. What's that woman's name? Angela. I was really feeling Angela during last season when she first came on. This time around, wasn't feeling her. Like the way you kept coming at Shamia, girl, stop it. Stop. I'm not going to go there because you look like a Jackson 5 member, if you know what I mean, okay? When they all went to get their nose done, allegedly. So you coming at somebody aesthetically talking about some Shamia, you think Shamia got a fake bum bum? No, Shamia always have been built. Like I said, I've been watching this show since I've been 12. Yes, I've noticed everything, all the work. So if we're going to be talking about work, we should start with ourselves, and you know where you can start. We all want to breathe. Who else do we have on the show? K. Michelle. K. Michelle was so boring. If it wasn't about her ass stinking or leaking, it was about her husband who, child. That's a rough looking guy to look like. He looked like a lion, but in human form. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, boring. I don't know why she was sitting next to Andy. I mean, I used to like her back in the day when she was on Love and Hip Hop. And of course, people do evolve. I mean, I don't expect her to be fighting in her 40s. That's crazy. But yeah, it's just like everything she said. She was saying stuff that didn't make sense. The girls were after her. Her butt was leaking. It's just like, Lord, okay. Anything else? Okay, moving on. Who else do we have? We have the girl, what's her name? Pinky. I don't know. Pinky doesn't really give me housewives material. She just gives me, she's your cool friend, down to earth. She doesn't give me fabulous. I guess that's what I'm trying to go. I mean, but who am I? Look at me. I look pretty plain too, which is okay. I give a damn. But I guess the point that I'm trying to make is I'm not getting housewife materials from her. But, you know, if they're going to let someone like that on the show, I'm here for it. I do believe in diversity. Everyone doesn't have to be exactly alike or have the same aesthetics. But I feel like with Pinky, she just used to just dress up, put on a shirt, put on sneakers, and just walk out her house. Like, you know, she's just giving me real Baltimore. You know, that's where she's from. So she just, yeah. It wasn't giving anything fabulous. So what else do we have? I'm saving the best for last. And no, I'm not talking about Portia. Oh, girl, she was so forgettable. What's her name? Drew. Drew, baby. E. Oh, I'm joking. Well, yeah, E for effort, but F for fail. Okay, boring. It was just like at first, she was dealing with a guy named Black. Girl, we don't want to hear about that. We want to hear about you being into tuna. Tuna. We want to hear about your tuna chronicles, if you get where I'm going with that, okay? Because they say you was dipping in the lady pond too. I don't know. None of my business. I'm on. Okay, Portia. Portia was giving us a little bit of oomph this season. You know, she was dating multiple people. She brought her baby daddy in. And of course, she was fighting with her supposed best friend. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Portia. I have to say, I love the way she dressed. I love the way her reads. Some of them, not all of them, you know. Sometimes she be saying stuff that's not really smart, but that's okay. But yes, I love Portia down. But this season, I felt like she was kind of giving Mean Girl a lot, to be quite honest. Her and Phaedra. Oh yeah, Phaedra was on the show too, but all Phaedra did was make faces, you know, make comments about love and death, going to Scotland. Yeah, that's it for me. This is just me doing a quick rundown. But let's get to the real people that I want to talk about. Shamia. In my opinion, Shamia is kind of, I want to say she lacks confidence, because it takes a lot of confidence to sit on people's TV screen, aka being filmed, you know, for your whole life, and then having people criticize it. It's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. So I give a lot of prop to people who sit in front of cameras I won't say it's every day, but just basically sit in front of cameras to show us a bit of their life. It's very commendable. But in my opinion, I feel like from what I'm seeing as a watcher, I feel like Shamia doesn't have the confidence she needs to be friends with someone like a Portia. I feel like ever since I've been knowing her and Portia on the show, again, I've been watching for a long time. Portia has never been like a good friend. Like, she didn't show up to your wedding. I think Shamia had multiple weddings. She didn't show up to any one of them. She did show up to Shamia's birth when she gave birth to her daughter, which was, I guess, nice. That's the least she could do. But I feel like as an outsider looking in, I've always felt like Shamia overcompensated to be Portia's friend. And I feel like, to be quite honest, I don't know why. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, Shamia, yeah, she's a little boring. Her husband didn't really want to be on TV. I mean, he's making real money. Why would he want to jeopardize that? You know what I mean? But back to Shamia, I feel like I just wish she could just live in her truth and not worry about her friend, so-called friend, and what she thinks about her, or, you know, how she can amend things with her. If you ask me, Shamia is the one who really won. She got the real African man with the real African money. No scam, no nothing. Now, this is allegedly. Everything I'm saying is allegedly. They said that Simon is a scammer. We don't know, you know, and he's Nigerian. Ooh, I'm West African too, but y'all know if you know anything about West African people and just people in general, they have a big stigma and stereotype about Nigerians being scammers. And, you know, yeah, y'all see what's happening on Potomac. It's just like, Wendy Othefo, how dare you? Anyway, but yeah, it just doesn't make that much sense to me that she would actually stoop that low to Portia's level and bring up her mama. Now, I mean, I'm all about getting low. You know, if you want to get dirty with somebody, get dirty. But I feel like if you actually had a backbone and really wanted to say how you felt about Portia, your mamas would have never been involved in it. Say what you feel. You feel betrayed by her. You feel like she's the popular girl and she's leaving you out. And you feel like you probably know her more than those girls on the show. But again, you don't feel like you're getting that good best friend treatment. And instead of saying it and being real, you've been hiding about it, sitting on it to a point where it's gotten to here. And now you done blown up and bring out old school secrets that I wouldn't say doesn't matter, because if Portia mama's an old hoe, allegedly, and Portia's a hoe, I mean, at the end of the day, wouldn't it be an inheritance? It's like hereditary, right? Inheriting being a hoe. That is so weird. But anyway, let me quicken this up because I want to get to my next topic. At the end of the day, I feel like Shamia, grow a backbone. I know you might be back for the coming seasons. Hopefully we do get to see you, because I don't want to give up on black talent, on black art like that art. The point that I'm trying to make is I would love to see Shamia come back for more seasons. Let's give her time to grow. I feel like with a lot of the girls who are, you know, the stars of the TV show, it took them some time to get there. You know what I mean? Portia wasn't as popular as she is now when she first started, and that's okay. That's called groundwork. You're moving on up. That's what I'm doing now with these little shows that I'm hosting. But yeah, hopefully in the near future, Shamia, grow a backbone, forget about Portia, you know, pour into your other friends, and, you know, let her roll off of your shoulder like nothing. If she don't want to be your friend, then so be it, girl. Ciao. Okay, you got bigger fish to fry. Okay, you had to lay up under a 60-year-old man, let him sweat on you so he can be in a house that's by him or owned by him. But now he's not in the house, but you still have to pay his bills. Girl, you should have played it like a real African. Now, see, you're not playing it like a real African woman. Because a real African woman would have never gotten caught paying her husband's bills. She would have been like, thank you for the time. I done took all the money I could underneath the counter. See you when I see you. Okay? But anyway, that's my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do love this show, I must say. But yeah, some of the cast picks, it wasn't that great. And it's not because the people themselves aren't great people, but it's just like, we need girls who don't know what the camera life is. Like, I remember seeing season 1 with Nene and Sheree, and they just really lived their real lives. They would actually tell us how they really felt, like when their feelings were hurt or when they felt like somebody played them or shaded them. But now we're at a point where everybody is perfect. Everybody has a perfect body, perfect teeth. You know, there's no diversity anymore. Everyone has the same teeth, ass, face, lips. Not that that's a problem. I mean, people have the right to do whatever they want. I'm all about autonomy, right? But, you know, It's okay to also not look like the everybody. Will be the status quo. But then again, I'm an African woman. I'm always gonna be the status quo. Ciao. So, Miss Rachel, mind you, this is a new territory for me because I obviously don't have kids. Well, not obviously, but I don't have any kids. I do have nieces and nephews and godchildren. So I do hear this Rachel name a lot, but I don't know her. But from what I've gathered, she is a YouTuber and an educator. So basically, she's a YouTuber who educates kids on her show, and she's been getting in a lot of. Well, before I continue. She's not only a YouTuber or educator, she's one of the most popular ones on YouTube. Okay, so she's just not, just a round the way girl. She is that girl from what the kids are saying and what the media world is saying too. She's that girl. But anyway, lately she's been getting in trouble because she's been actually doing the opposite of what most big, media moguls or most media stars would do. She's actually telling us how she really feel about certain things. Like she's actually using her power and her will to speak on things. And I want to read some of the stuff that she spoke about that kind of took me for a loop. So I'm going to read some of the things that I've been seeing on her page directly. And for some reason, it kind of took me for a loop, but I'm happy that someone like me who's not in this world or this arena that I get to know about her and I support it. So for one, I connected with Nolan Wells' mom, and her love for her precious son, her faith, her kindness brought me to tears. We are all moms. We know that love. I'm going to stop there because I just thought that beginning itself was pungent enough to kind of bring me in. And if you don't know what's going on, this young black boy by the name of Nolan Wells, he was unalived at by a lake or a river. I think it was by a lake. He was found dead in the water, and we don't know if he was drowned. We don't know if he was harmed before drowning. There's so much going on, and this happened in Mississippi. I'm a first generation Black American, but even I know that certain parts of the South. The South is scary enough, but certain southern states are even more scary. It's like the names when I first hear Mississippi, and I've heard great things about Mississippi. The Black people, like Jackson, Biloxi. I've heard about those places because I lived in Texas, and I wanted to do like a little road trip down. I wanted to do like a road trip around there, but I didn't. But yes, I think when I think outside of Jackson and Biloxi, and I think about the rest of Mississippi that's mostly not Black, I do get really afraid because I think about what the movie Mississippi is Burning. That's just one instant. There's so many other instances about, Mississippi and how they have treated Black people from back in the day to now. They're still one of the few states that they don't even hide how they mistreat Black people in that state. So to have this happen to this Black boy who seemed like he was, I don't want to say token, but he was one of the few Black kids around, if not the only Black kid in his group. And I hate to say it, with this history, within the history of America, the history of Southern America, I would be a fool not to warn my child about those type of things. But for me, it's been like, I try my best not to talk about these things now because when I tell you I used to be a social justice warrior back in the day, I used to be so ramped up about this stuff. And it's not that I'm not ramped up about it anymore. I'm just so disappointed. I'm just like, it's like no matter what you do as a Black person, you could be the greatest Black person, the nicest, the most quietest Black person. There's always going to be a way this system drains into your life one way or the other. But anyway, sorry guys, I'm getting a little wrapped up. Anyway, back to my point. So, Miss Rachel, who's a very popular, like I said, media star, she's actually saying things that a lot of people in her position won't say. And what I like about this whole situation is she has a lot of eyes on her. Someone like me who's a Black woman, a Black media person who's very small in the game, literally very small in the game. I only have like 300 and something subscribers, still better than zero, right? Because I get to get 300 eyes on me. But with someone who has a much more smaller platform, it is crazy to me that a woman like this would it's not crazy to me. I think it's a good thing that she's doing it, but I think it's just something that I don't expect from certain groups of people. Yeah, I can take that how it is. This is called awkward discourse, so it's gonna get awkward. Yes, there are. I would be a fool. Again, I'm a first generation Black American. My ancestors weren't slaves in America, but I would be a fool not to look at white people twice, 3, 4, 5 times, because the history speaks for itself. Every continent this group of people have gone on, they have brought some type of havoc. And it still steeps into our lives to this day. And like I said, I'm Black, so I'm Black. Yeah, baby, I'm Black. I don't know where the fuck that came from. But the point that I'm trying to say is, as a Black person, I do appreciate a white woman like herself with this type of power, this type of numbers, to have all these eyes put on her. And also, let me continue to read something else that she said, because again, I'm new to this, but I'm pretty sure in the future, my kids are going to know her too, because, yeah, she's worthwhile. But this is what she said. She also wrote this, this is recently too. She said, any opportunities I lose because of my advocacy are not the ones I want. And that's on period. Okay? Okay, so let's talk about the last topic of the day, honey. So they announced the new Black Panther that's coming out in 2028. And yeah, I'm going to be quiet and let y'all watch.
I want you guys to give a warm welcome to our new Black Panther, Mr. David Johnson.
Thank you to this amazing family that I have the honor and the privilege and the blessing to join. I actually don't want to say too much, because I want to let this screen do the talking.
Black Panther name is David Johnson, and he's British by nationality, but his background is Sierra Leone and Nigeria. So he's West African by default, and a lot of people did not like what was going on. So let's actually play a video from this conservative here in America who made this statement about the new Black Panther.
The short, ugly British African David Johnson that Hollywood has been trying to force on us for the past few years is going to be the new Black Panther. I hate this. Will not be watching it. Number one, because I am so tired of British Africans taking Black roles in Hollywood.
That shade was not necessary. But first of all, what I want to say is, I am for the diaspora. I don't give a damn if this was a Black person playing it who was from America, the Caribbean, Africa. I'm rooting for everybody Black, and I mean that, so I love us for real. But I will say I do understand Black Americans, some of them, not all, but I do understand some Black Americans, issues or conflict with British person playing this role, because again, the best Black Panther to ever do it was a Black man from North Carolina, okay, Mr. Chadwick Boseman, and trust me, man, that man was everything to me. I think he was such a beautiful person, like inside and out. Again, I don't know, I'm just outside looking in, but he was a Howard graduate. He was born in the South by 2 Black Southern parents. He has such elegance and such grace. He's the one who gave us this.
To be young, gifted, and Black.
To be young, gifted, and Black. I love that line, because it is most of us in this world. To exist in this country after what we've been through as a group is to be gifted, and it's to be resilient. But my thoughts about this whole situation with the whole who should play the new Black Panther, who shouldn't play the new Black Panther. Number one, we have Ryan Coogler, who's the director of this. He's a Black man from Oakland. That already makes me happy. We have a Black American man who's making his name with these films, with this franchise, and it's only getting better and better. And we should trust him. He's done so much other magnificent work that I personally, I feel like I'm in good hands when it comes to Ryan Coogler, and whoever he chooses, I agree with. We also see that there's gonna be older people. I mean, they haven't confirmed everyone yet, but I'm pretty sure most of the people that he worked with before are gonna be coming back. So hopefully we get to see Angela Bassett, and we get to see maybe, who knows, Michael B. Williams. Oh Lord, we get to see Michael B. Jordan. But the point that I'm trying to make is, how anybody black working on this film, whether they're the director, writer, actor, actress, cameraman, production assistant, co-writer, script supervisor, you get where I'm going with this. As long as most of the people, if not all the people, are black on set, and when I say black, I'm talking about from everywhere. They could be from Guinea-Conakry, they can be from Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, they could be from Kingston, Jamaica. You get where I'm going with this. They could be from Haiti. I don't give a damn. I just want them to be black. I want them to be for the culture. I want them to be kind, and I want them to be good at what they do. And I feel like also this whole diaspora war where black Americans don't like Africans versus the Caribbeans, I'm so damn tired of it. It's so damn boring. It's so damn sad. What we do to each other by slighting one another is what you know who do to us. And if we're doing their dirty work, hey, it makes their life easier. Let those N-words take care of each other. They always do. You know? So for me, I'm a fan of whoever the Black Panther is, as long as it ain't one of those Michael Jackson type stuff, where they claim the child black, taking a black, where I'm going with that. Love you, Jacksons. But I'm just saying, I am happy with the choice, but it seems like a lot of people aren't, and that can be very damaging and demeaning. But all I have to say is I'm ready to support this film. You got my dollars, okay? And just like most of Ryan Coogler's films, I'm probably going to go see it 2 times minimum, because that's what I did with Sinners. I went to see that movie 3 times. And everybody that I took different, well, the first time I didn't pay, shout outs to Dabo. She paid for me and another person. I was like, okay, girl, thank you. And then the other 2 times I saw it with a good friend of mine. And then the third time I saw it with my mom and my sibling. And everybody was blown away from the film. But even same thing with Black Panther. I think I saw Black Panther 3 times when it first came out as well. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy. I can't wait until you guys see my series on this very platform here on this channel. So that's going to happen this month. I can't wait to release everything to you guys, and I hope you guys like it. But anyway, with that being said, I want to thank everyone for watching. And as always, please, 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 you're making me beg. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let's talk in the chats below. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. I don't claim to be correct in everything that I say and do, but I feel like I got some points. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.